Hello beer tubers or Alco tubers, we're doing another Alco review today with another spirit.
Yes.
Some rum. And this is another tasting of quite a few different rums because I got this tasting pack at the Danish German border shops when I was coming home from Wacken last year. And I planned to review it last year but never got around to it. So Plin is here today with me, Peter the Master of Hoppets, to review this series of rums from Ferrand or Pierre Ferrand. It's a bigger company, they're known for making cognac. But they have this rum tasting box with their Plantation rums. It's called the Plantation cigar pairing box with smaller samples of some of their different.
So how
rums.
many cigars were in this package?
None. It's like they give suggestions on what cigars to pair them with.
I think that's
it was not a well. It was a decently priced box. It was almost the same as a bottle.
They should have put the cigars in there as well.
But I actually reviewed one of them, the 20th anniversary blended rum, XO, you know, they do the Solera method blend. And back when I tried it with Henrik, he got that for his birthday, remember?
Yeah.
That one? It was the best rum we ever had.
Yeah,
and I got a lot of comments from people that
backlash.
you think that this is the best rum you ever had. This is like the Budweiser of rums and whatnot, whatever. But I have not had nearly as many rums as I've had beers. I mean, it's harder for me to compare, so you always have to take stuff like that into perspective. But since then, I've had a little more. It's not been crazy, but at the Whiskey Festival, I tried quite a few amounts, and I found out a bit more about styles and whatnot.
Oh, you tried some rums at the Whiskey Festival.
There's also gin and
vodka
and all kinds of stuff. It's not only whiskey. But
so it's more like an alcohol festival,
I guess. But there's many different styles: spice rum, blended rums, white rum, Jamaican rum, Barbados rum, Demerara rum. Didn't know that before. And all of them are different. I've tried them already, all of them, so we're trying them not for the first time. So I know which one I like the most and whatnot. But we're starting off with their 3-star white rum, which supposedly is going to taste like tropical fruit, banana, brown sugar. We'll see. I mean, I've never drunk white rum on, so this is a blend of Barbados, Jamaican, and Trinidad rum, and it's not been aged in barrels. No. I never drink rum on its own straight when it's white rum. I always use it for cocktails.
Yeah, me too.
It's a clear spirit. Let's check out the aroma.
Yeah, it kind of looks like sugar water.
It smells sugary, but it smells like rum. I mean, it's got that sugar cane thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like sugar water.
They say banana. I'm not kidding, but I can see some notes of vanilla.
Yeah,
they talk of that.
No.
Let's try it. The basic white rum from Plantation. Very mild.
To be honest, it's better than I expected, and it's different than I expected. It's kind of I wouldn't say sour, but
tart.
Tart, yeah.
Yeah. Not banana, but there's a little bit of vanilla, but it's very mild. This is like for mixing, I'd say. I think this would be nice with like Coke or something. Not something otherwise I would drink on its own.
Actually, I think you could make like a pretty good mojito.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not a bad white rum at all.
No.
Brown sugar, not so much. Maybe
it's definitely better than Bacardi rum or something like that.
I completely agree. It's much better than
Bacardi. Yeah.
So we're moving on to one of the vintage rums in this set. This is the 2013 Old Reserve Trinidad vintage rum. So this is Trinidad style rum, which is apparently similar to Demerara and Jamaican rum. Somewhere in between. Demerara rums are very dark and rich, and we know from El Dorado, which are probably the most famous ones. Yeah. Whereas the Jamaican ones that are a bit lighter and not as sweet, well, they're not super sweet either. The sweet rums is really like those blended, like these. But I think, as far as I remember, most of these are quite sweet. Yeah, and this is supposed to taste like cinnamon, molasses, candied fruits, pineapple, raisins, vanilla, and walnuts. But it's definitely a little bit darker.
Yeah, it's way darker than the clear one.
Yeah.
But it's
golden.
Not. Yeah, it's golden. It's not the darkest.
The first one was 41.2 and this is 42%. But let's check out the aroma. Yeah, it smells quite nice. Oaky, woody, and most of the Pierre Ferrand rums are also aged in bourbon barrels. You can smell that. It has that bourbon vanilla sweetness.
It does. And it's almost like...
It's like, I think they distill it in Jamaica, age them in bourbon barrels. Brown sugar?
Yeah, Bon Foin.
Yeah. I think they even get that. No, that was not a tasting note. But yeah. Candied fruits, I don't know too much. It's very vanilla-y. Yeah. It's really like, it's almost like bourbon-y vanilla aromas. Quite intense as well, but it smells nice.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of a sweet fruitiness. Slightly tropical. like dried tropical fruit or something.
No, I don't get too much of that.
But it's it's
to be honest, it's more dark fruity to me if it is.
I feel it feels like this is more bright fruity. But let's try it. Cheers.
That's actually very nice.
Citrusy.
Yeah.
Citrusy and slightly dry tropical fruit flavor. Oh, it tastes much nicer than the other one. But it's also, okay, so they've been open for a while. So that's also probably why they seem a bit more mild. I mean, they've been open for like 8 months now. So they're bordering on needing to be drunk. So maybe we're finishing off tonight. But yeah, that's nice. Some like sugar cane, kind of candied sugar type flavor. Maybe not brown sugar. I feel like it's more bright flavored rum.
Yeah, it is.
And also, by no means, we're by no means spirit experts. We're just doing this as
fun.
We like trying different spirits too. But they say, well, candied citrus fruits. That's, I agree with that tasting note. Pineapple, maybe not. It has some bright fruitiness. Cinnamon, I'm not really picking up on either. But there is like a slight dark fruit you talked about, and the vanilla is there for sure. I mean, it definitely has a bourbon-esque sweet vanilla type flavor.
When I'm thinking, I'm thinking dates.
Yeah. But it's pretty nice. Moving on with the next rum. This is a Jamaican rum. This is the Plantation 2002 distilled Jamaican vintage rum. 42% alcohol.
My favorite.
Yes. And they also say Old Reserve. This is supposed to taste like pineapple, mango, citrus fruits, herbal notes, and that's
so very tropical.
Yes. So a little bit darker, maybe.
Yeah, slightly darker,
but similar in color.
Yeah.
The aroma. Oh yeah, buttery. But I think I also read on the Jamaican ones can be a bit buttery and butterscotchy, and this is definitely.
But definitely buttery and candied tropical fruits.
Really, it almost reminds me like butterscotch candies. Werther's original.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
And like maybe not tropical fruit specifically, but bright fruit character. But I can see some citrus notes.
Yeah.
This smells nicer than the other one, I think. I like that butterscotch note.
But it's kind of like when you get those bags of dried tropical fruits.
Exactly.
Mangoes and.
I agree. Mangoes and pineapple and stuff like that.
All dried and candied.
Yeah. Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, spicy as well. That's the best one so far.
It's the nicest so far, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, candied fruits for sure. Candied tropical fruit.
And it's
peppery, spicy.
The mouthfeel is extremely fat, if you can say that.
Like really oily.
Yeah. I guess it's because it's so sugary.
Yeah, maybe vanilla as well on this one. That bourbon vanilla.
But usually when they have that mouthfeel, they're usually much more dark in the flavor.
Yeah.
But this is extremely bright.
Yeah, bright. Herbal, I don't think, but spiciness for sure. Like almost like like peppery or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like dried papaya, dried mango, like the sweet the tropical fruits, but in a dried version. This is actually quite nice. Ooh, it's and citrus like sweet like oranges or something like in the aftertaste. This is actually quite nice.
Den der sodavand, Lemka havde.
The passion?
Nej.
Apricot.
Aprikos.
Yeah. Stone fruit. Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. Dried stone fruits. Now this is my favorite so far for sure.
Yeah.
This is nice. Okay, next rum, guys, is from a blend of Guatemalan and Belize rum, which is called Gran Anejo, Guatemala Belize. 42% aged rum as well. And this one is apparently what is known as a Central American rum. Often these are blended rums, and these are the ones I talked about that can often be marketed as premium, even though they might not be.
No.
But I don't know if that's true or whatever. I mean, there isn't really, I think, as a true definition on the different rums as there is with whiskey. Like where you have all these same rules and whatnot. It's just, it has freshness and finesse. It's got flavors of vanilla, pear, green apple, coconut, floral, and honeydew melon notes. Ooh, this sounds really complex. Similar color, maybe a little bit
Maybe a little darker. And maybe that's how it's going to be for the remainder of them.
Yeah, because they actually...
Every time it gets a little bit darker.
Yeah, just lightly. But let's check out the aroma on the Guatemala and Belize Gran Anejo aged rum.
Gran Anejo.
It's more mellow, to me at least. I can see some spicy phenolic notes, but definitely apple pear. Yeah. I see that for sure.
I see the honey melon.
The melon honeydew melon? Yeah. I don't see that really at all. And much more candied, sweet sugar.
Yeah, because honey melon always kind of reminds me of chewing gum.
Some vanilla as well. And they talk about coconut. I actually think some of the others had a little bit of a coconutty flavor too. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Very mellow.
Very mellow compared to the Jamaican one. It's
I have to say it doesn't taste as boozy as the others.
No, that's true. It's more smooth.
It's very smooth and very
red appley to me. And
yeah.
I'd say this though has cinnamon, but they don't mention that. I'm getting a red apple cinnamon type flavor to it.
I don't get this.
Maybe a bit of vanilla, but there might just be a spiciness that I'm thinking reminds me of cinnamon.
Yeah, that's more peppery, I think.
Honeydew melon, not so much. It's also more dry. And it has some sweetness, some slight coconut thing. Caramel.
Kind of.
I still prefer the Jamaican one though.
But all in all, it's more smooth, it's more mellow, and the flavors kind of blend together into some kind of generic sweet caramel thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite of them.
It's not bad though.
No, not at all. I mean, they're still pretty tasty. But it's not like it's more mellow and more rounded.
Everything
the others
blends
are
together in this one. You don't
get
the distinct flavors at all.
So we're back with the Grand Reserve Barbados rum, aged for 5 years. This is 40%, so a little bit lower in alcohol strength. I don't know. I have something in my throat. So this is aged in American oak bourbon barrels. This is 40% rum. It's 5 years old, and this is Barbados rum. This is supposedly the pure unadulterated rum. Golden in color, which it is. But not a little bit darker, as we've said, with everything else.
Yeah.
So it says that this has flavors of woody, nutmeg, French oak casks, and rum maturation flavors. Tropical palate? I don't know. I feel like I have a sore throat. Cinnamon tones, vanilla tones, creamy, pleasant.
Creamy and pleasant. That's just me.
To be honest, I'm feeling that we're...
I am feeling pretty creamy and pleasant right now.
You're feeling the creaminess, the creaminess of the Barbados Ocean. Laddie, let's go to sea.
Okay.
Split him in the bomb side.
Ja, haddock, ja. Hvorfor helvede?
Let's check out the aroma on the Barbados rum. It's very mild.
Very mild, very boozy.
Rounded. Vanilla, toffee.
Yeah.
A little bit of a bright fruity kind of stone fruit thing for me, at least. Woody, nutmeg. I don't really see that, but definitely some oakiness.
Yeah. So if you were a pirate, you would say, "Smells like me wooden leg."
Smells like me wooden leg. Let's try it. Cheers.
And fruit.
Smells like my fruity wooden leg.
It's very smooth. Though.
Yeah, it's got loads of vanilla.
It actually took me a little bit by surprise just then because I didn't even taste the booze at all.
It's very caramelly. It's much sweeter than the others.
Yeah.
Some soft, brown, spicy flavors. I can see the nutmeg a little bit actually.
Yeah.
On the flavor.
I guess it's
caramel and vanilla and oak.
Yeah.
Charred oak. Yeah. A little bit of bright fruitiness.
Yes.
Stone fruit, maybe.
No,
It's actually
I don't.
it's quite mild compared to the. I still think the Jamaican one is the standout.
It's the mildest, yes.
But it's the sweetest.
But yeah, it's easy going, and I bet
it has a bourbon type flavor.
Like
to be honest, it has that caramel bourbony. Vanilla flavor, and that's probably because they finished it in bourbon.
There's loads of vanilla. I don't see the bourbon, but loads of vanilla.
I think that's why I'm thinking bourbon, because bourbon is usually very vanilla flavored, but it has a bit of a coconut type coconut flavor, a little bit too. But yeah, it's also nice. Not super mind blowing, none of them so far, but nice rums.
Yeah, it's all good.
So we're back with the 20th anniversary rum that they do. This is the Barbados rum. And I actually already reviewed this with Henrik, and when I reviewed this, there was a rum where I said this is the best I've ever had, and I got a little bit of flack for that. But whatever, it was still very tasty. I'm sure it's still gonna be. This, I think, is done the Solera method, so there's some parts in it that are very old and some are not. They don't say it's 20th anniversary. It doesn't specifically say it has 20-year-old rum in it, at least on here. On the bottle, this is also 40%. But this is also, blended. But it says 20th anniversary extra old rum. It's a pristine old Barbadian rum that has been matured by their cellar master in cognac. Because the Pierre Ferrand company makes cognac as well. It says it knows of mango, along with French oak cask flavor, chocolate, marzipan, coconuts, and special blend for the 20th anniversary of Maison. Maison Ferrand. I think I called it Pierre Ferrand for the entire thing, but it's been called Pierre Maison Ferrand or something. It's called Pierre something as well, I think. Or maybe I'm just fucking up on the entire video. We'll find out once we're done. But this is Barbados rum as well. So, yeah, when I had this, I really dug it. And it's also a little bit darker than the others.
Yeah.
From Barbados.
So we started with the lightest rum, and now this is the darkest.
Yes.
Check
out the aroma. Loads of coconut. It's fruity. It's got kind of like that stone fruity thing, vanilla for sure.
Oh yeah, loads of vanilla.
And I definitely see stewed tropical fruit. It's almost like a mix.
But I definitely get the marzipan as well.
Yeah. It's almost like it's a mix of the Jamaica and the Barbados.
Yeah, you could encase this in chocolate and sell it like those filled chocolate.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Caramel notes too. Cheers. Whoa, that's sweet. Sweet coconut bomb.
Oh.
It almost tastes slightly artificial, actually.
The coconut?
Or maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard with coconut
sometimes
because
coconut,
real coconut actually tastes artificial a lot of times when you get too much coconut.
But they don't put coconut in it. But it's got lots of coconut, and you were saying something first. Also lots of vanilla and oak.
Yeah.
And lots of caramel. This is the sweetest one by far too. And marzipan, yeah. It's the smoothest one to drink as well.
It's definitely the best of the bunch.
Yeah, I think this is the best, and then so I'll say the best is this, the 20-year special anniversary blend. Let me just look here. The 20-year special anniversary blend, and then I'd say Jamaican.
I agree.
And then Barbados, Trinidad, the Belize, Guatemala, and then white rum.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
Okay. It was a nice set. It was a fun set to try some of the plantation rums. They're quite nice rums. I don't think they're mind blowing. Maybe I still think this is really nice, but it's not like it's blowing my mind as it did when I had it the first time. But since then I've had quite a few rums, and when I had that the first time, that was the first really complex rum I ever had. Because back then I was just used to plain white rums or just 3-year-old rums that you use for mixing or spice rum. So having the plantation back then, it was like wow, and that's only a year, 2 years ago or so.
But I have to admit that
that's nice.
I think a set like this would be good if you
had the cigars.
Have no frame of reference.
Yes.
If you're not into rums, I think this might be a good way to get into it and try some stuff and maybe.
I had a really good rum actually at try some stuff. Sorry.
Man, try some stuff. Build a hunger.
Yes.
Better rums.
This is great introductory stuff.
I have had better rums than
this. And the price was very good as well. It was like 300 Danish kroner or so. For the amount of rum you get is the same as one bottle.
Yeah. So it's totally fair.
It's totally fair. Which is what is that? I don't know what it's at in dollars. It's like $45, $50 for a box.
Yeah.
Which in Danish standard is at least it's a good price. But it's a good one of those things like that get you interested in the spirits. But I like that festival I went to, we had some really cool aged rums. One of them was aged in port wine casks, which was really awesome. And I had one with Oloroso sherry cask aging, and it's like some first pot distills like rums, like 65% ones that were like they're super hot, but they had like tons of flavor and like lots of stuff. Rating wise, I'll say 3-star white rum, straight 80, good for mixing, but one of the better white rums. I'm not a big fan of white rum, only if you mix drinks. The Trinidad, 83. Yeah. Jamaica, I'd say like 86, 88. And then I'll say 85 on Guatemala, and 86 on the Barbados, and a 90 on the 20th anniversary. Because I don't think they should go over 90. They're very nice, but they're not mind blowing.
Yeah. Or
like crazy good. So yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna give the same score, to be honest.
Yeah. But overall for the package, I'll give it like a 92, 93 because it's a great introductory thing for people who want to get into rum. And just try some different stuff. Because a lot of the small producers that are making some very nice handcrafted rums and whatnot, they can't do something like this. They can't do a tasting box with small bottles. They need to sell them in the bigger ones at proper like a little bit of a higher price.
There is a coffee shop though on.
But now we're rambling. We shouldn't ramble about coffee shops and food.
I'll make it super short. There's a coffee shop on Fur that we should visit someday. But if you buy a cup of coffee, you can drink as much rum as you like. Because she hopes that you might buy some.
I think we should go there then. But thanks for watching, guys. Let us know what's your favorite of the Plantation rums you've tried. Do you have a rum suggestion for us? We're probably going to review the 12-year-old and 15-year-old El Dorado rum soon, unless Pliny drank his 12-year-old. Did you?
Which one? The 12-year-old. Did I drink the rest of it? No, I did not.
I saved them so I have enough for.
I have some 12-year-olds left.
We'll do those too in a video. Yeah. But if you have some suggestions for rums that we should check out, let us know in the comments below. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we're going to say cheers in nothing. And see you guys in another Alco review.